Explosive diarrhea, please excuse the smell. Explosive diarrhea, my butthole burns like a cake to hell. Explosive diarrhea, yes I know it's foul. Find another bathroom, I'm gonna be here for a while.
Hello, fella. You guys, we started doing a freebie episode, and it turned out to be so magnificent that it's going on the paid one, guys.
That's right.
Sorry, freebies. It's going on the paid one.
Sorry, hobos.
Yeah,
You can't have it.
If you're wondering what are they talking about, over on the old Patreon, we have a subscription. You get more content. $2 gets you what we just talked about. Gets you that. If you pay $5 a month, there's more stuff. If you pay $10, you can be a guest on the show. You will be a guest on the show. So go check it out if you haven't already. If you don't have that money, who cares? Listen to this, have a good time, roll with us, get on the Diabolical Discussion page, yap a bunch on that. And I do have to admit, as of late, I have been non-existent on social media. I've just been busy. It's been the holidays. It's been busy. And I haven't been jumping on there as much. So I tried to today. I tried to get on there today, read some stuff. It was quick. I got on there today. I read some stuff. But I do have a question for you. Do you have any goals for 2025? I don't want to say New Year's resolutions because I hate those, right? I hate them.
Yeah.
But as far as goals for 2025, in our paid episode, you were talking about you wanted to start redoing Brave Saint Saturn stuff. Is that one of your goals? Like you want to get through an album or a couple of songs? What's that look like? How's that going to go?
I just want to get it started. That's one of my goals. So we're talking about re-recording the first 2 Brave Saint Saturn albums and then putting it out as a box set.
With the same people or different people?
Same people.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I can find the lady that sang background vocals like on Daylight.
Who was that?
I would like to. I'd have to look it up in the liner notes. It was like...
Oh, you don't even know who she was? She wasn't like a friend?
So, Saki...
What happens if you could get Amy Grant?
Perfect. She hates Five Iron Frenzy, I'm told, though.
Well, that's kidding. Okay. She can hate it, but she could still, I wonder how much it would be to record and to set it up to send that to her and say, hey, could you drop your Vox on the background of this?
We just tell
Let's say Amy Grant would be up here. Then who? Lee from Sixpence?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And then, Katy
Perry?
Katy Perry, maybe. Possibly. If we had to,
Then who? Amy Interrupter?
Yeah, I guess. If we're scraping the bottom of a barrel.
Then who? Halo Friendlies?
Then maybe Emmylou Harris. If we're just super desperate. We're just oh my God.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, if we're oh God, I don't know. Fine,
Dolly.
Do it. You American hero. Fine. Savior of humanity, Dolly Parton. Just
so that's one of your goals is to do some of that stuff?
Yeah, I want to get the Kickstarter started for Heart Wrench. That's one thing. I'm real close to having a song that I can give away for free, and that's the only thing holding it back. I just want to do that. I've got all the songs written. I'm ready. I just need someone to pay for me to mix it. And so maybe I could get a hot tub out of it. That's all.
Yeah.
No big deal. No, but those are 2 goals. I'm supposed to be working on 5 Iron stuff, so I'll also do that. But if I could just do those 2 things, start the Brave Saint Saturn re-recording process and put out that Heart Wrench album, yes, I'd be so happy. That is what I want. And then I just have one other small goal, which is to finish a book I've been writing. That's all. It's easy.
You know what? We kind of have similar goals. Yours are loftier than mine.
Mine are.
You want to
I'm
complete.
Stupid.
You want to complete multiple albums in 2025. I want to write 2 songs.
Okay.
I want to try and write 2 songs in 2025. And I want to try to write a chapter of one of the books that I have been talking about for a few years to write. I believe I have 2 great ideas for books that could possibly go movie. But then I have no idea how to get that to that point. But all I know is as far as the first step, writing the book, I believe I have 2
Then they'll make the
very
movie.
good ideas.
They're always like, Tom Cruise might sign on for this. It's always Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And are you ready for that kind of talk? I mean,
Possibly. You know who I'd always want in my
I
movies?
feel like you got to practice.
I think he's the freaking best actor out there. Shia LaBeouf.
Uh-huh.
Think he's amazing. Shia LaBeouf, I love him in his movies. Like his old stuff, right? Like when he was younger, Transformers and stuff, don't really care about. Peanut Butter Falcon,
Okay.
he's amazing. Have you seen that movie?
I have not. He's
You
good
have
in
not
it.
seen. It's on Netflix this month. You gotta
Okay.
see Peanut Butter Falcon. It's freaking fantastic. You'll love it. Then, if you've seen the Hot Ones,
I have
where
not
they
seen
eat
that.
chicken wings.
Oh, I've seen that. I thought
watch
it was a movie.
watch the Shia LaBeouf Hot Ones, and you will be like, I want to have a beer with that guy. I want to be that guy's best friend.
So, what's that movie? Is it called? It's Brad Pitt, and he's like a World War II tank commander.
Fury.
Fury. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, Shia is amazing in that.
So apparently he became super good friends with Brad Pitt. In some interview, they were asking him about how he played that character, and he was like, I was hanging out with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and I became a Christian. Right. I'm like, what? But he said he was hanging out with them and they talked to him about Jesus and he became a Christian. And so his character in that movie was like just him like thinking about salvation, I guess.
See, I heard not that. The story that I heard was that as he was like method acting, as he was prepping for my character in the tank as the religious guy, that he did like a deep dive on Christianity, on Jesus, on the scripture. And that is how he gave his life to Christ.
Yeah. I
didn't hear the Angelina and Brad Pitt part.
Yeah, I read this thing about him hanging out with Brad Pitt, and he was like, that guy made me become a Christian, which like you've never heard either one of them, at least I haven't, talk about Jesus, but I do think like it's possible because like you look at the arc of Brad Pitt's life, he is like as an older man, which he definitely doesn't look like an older man, but like he took on like building homes after Katrina. Like he spent millions and was like very into like just like we got to get homes for people. And then the movies that he has been in or financed since then are like all like they have like far-reaching like social consequences. You know, what is that? 12 Years a Slave. Did you see that movie?
No.
Brad Pitt is in it. He has like this minor part, but he funded it. I think he was a producer, and it was like I think he got an Oscar. Did he get Best Picture? It was nominated. It's really good.
I think it was nominated.
Yeah, I mean, like he's just doing things like that. He was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think we've talked about it. It's phenomenal. So good.
I just watched it like 2-3 weeks ago with my kids.
Yeah.
They loved it.
It's so good. Also, when he takes off his shirt and he's on the rooftop, just remember that guy's 60. There's some life goals.
I think he was 58.
Okay,
when
life goals.
that was filmed. Yeah.
Yes.
That's like 2 more years for you.
Yeah, I can make it. I just got to work out a bit.
Yeah. Start doing the mountain climbers.
Mountain Dew. Just got to
Oh,
do it. You got to
yeah.
put Deep Eddy, some sort of lime vodka in Diet Mountain Dew. That's what my boss tells me. It's delicious. She says, try it. That's what happens. Yeah.
Okay. Sold. Yeah. So back
Those are
to
good
it.
goals.
Yeah, writing 2 songs. I want to write 2, and it would be cool to write 2 and like see if I can record them. I also another goal. We had talked to a special guest on the paid portion. Talked to a special guest, and that special guest we brought up. It would be cool to have their band and your band play in Denver. And I'm gonna take another step and say I'd like the Insiders to open that show.
What? Yeah. Open? Probably headline.
Like if it was the Insiders and then it was Dogwood and then it was you guys, like I would love that. I would love to see if we could get that together.
And you guys headline. I'm into it.
Not at all.
Come on.
Dude, we can't even bring 50 people to a hometown show.
Well, that's because it's just marketing, dude. You're like hometown show, and people are like hometown grill. That's as far as they get. And they're like, I'm hungry.
Yeah, maybe you're
You gotta try harder. Be like Insiders, greatest band ever! ! Maybe 3 exclamation points. People show up. They like that kind of stuff.
You know what? Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe
Greatest
you're right.
band ever. And then
Maybe you're white.
Opener, 5 Iron Frenzy. Then better band, Dogwood.
Now, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
I think we touched on this in the earlier years of this podcast. But if people don't remember, usually in the wintertime, people slow down touring.
Mm-hmm.
Your big artists will go overseas to warmer climates and tour. Or in the United States, you tour the South. You don't go north where it's cold.
Yeah.
Was there what's a city in the South that you always enjoyed going to, playing?
I want to say that several times I made my opinion known to Frank Tate, where I was like, Frank, stop doing this to us. Like, can we not play in the North in the winter? Because I don't like being hot. Like I don't want to be in a hot, humid place in the summer, and I don't want it in the winter. Like finally we were like, oh, it's winter. Let's go someplace cool. And Frank would start booking us like in Texas and Louisiana and all this goofy stuff. I'm like, dude, come on. But he was like, but it's snowing. And we're like, yes, we're from Colorado. We can do this. So sometimes we would play like Minneapolis in the dead of winter, and that was sweet.
I know we did on Ska Mania.
Right. I loved it.
Mania, we went to like St. Paul.
Yeah, it was sweet. We played Green Bay, and it was cold. It was nice.
Yeah.
Like all of us were like, yeah, and the Supertones are like, wah. That's what they said. They cried.
Well, I always did like going down south, because here's the thing. It's not the temperatures. It's not the temperatures that bum you out. It's the travel.
Okay.
So it sucks
South
being
City. You like
it kind of sucks like white knuckling it, especially when you're not in control. So you're in the back of you're in the back of a tour bus, or you're in a van with a trailer, and you're driving in 3 inches of snow on roads that haven't been plowed with a trailer. Like that's scary. So to not do that and to go down south was always nice, where you could just drive on normal roads and all that stuff. So that's why I tend to feel like you toured the South, was because of the safety of the travel, not because, oh, it's 20 degrees and that's not fun. But I always loved going to Dallas. Dallas, if there was like a down south city that I loved going to, it was always Dallas. I love going down there. I've mentioned it before.
Who did
There was
you
a
play
family.
for in Dallas? Where did you guys? Was it God's Place?
Yeah.
With
Remember
that guy, Sea
um,
Monkey?
remember Jimmy Swan?
Yes.
Jimmy Swan got us connected with something, and then Jimmy Swan was no longer a part of it.
Yeah.
But Julie, who's on the cover of the Under Oath,
Oh no, I did not know this.
the Under Oath album with
Uh-huh.
the girl's eyes, and she's got like a mask on.
Yeah, that's a okay.
Yeah, that's Julie. You'd know her. She.
No.
Yeah, you'd know her. Let me try looking her up here. Julie.
Just looking up Julie.
Let's see. Let me go to my Instagram. Maybe it's on Instagram.
So she would book shows for you all?
Here we go. Julie McCadden.
Okay.
And so, let me pull up a picture of her here. Let me see if I could find a picture when she was younger. So Julie McCadden here. Let's see. I'm going to try and find a photo of her. There's a lot of like her at work, stuff like that.
That's cool, man. I've never been to work.
This is her. You remember her?
No. Vaguely, yes, maybe.
And she would, I'm trying to see if there's any photos of her like that she posted like when she was younger. And she would like, she's the person on the Under Oath album.
Okay. I mean, I see that.
And so, here's another photo.
Yeah.
And so like the group that she worked with, where like I said, it was Jimmy Swan to begin with, and then he kind of got the boot, and there was like another big cooperative that would like bring us down, and they were so awesome. And whenever we would go down there, like when we first started going down there was a family, their last name was called Baker. So the Bakers, we would stay at their house. They would always have us, and they were awesome. And just being in Dallas, it's a cool town. The food was amazing. The weather always seemed to be amazing. It was just I just loved going down there.
I don't think we were hooked in with those dudes. I think we just had like God's Place, which was like, we did play some Jimmy Swan shows, but it was like this guy Rich and his associate, whose name was Sea Monkey, who had pink hair that he would spike way up, and he looked kind of like a sea monkey. And that was a good nickname that he earned and loved.
I remember we played a place down there for Ska-Mania. We played a huge place for Ska-Mania.
What? Were we not playing in Dallas the time when Sang accidentally went into somebody else's hotel room?
I do not know. I don't know.
In my head, I'm thinking that was in Dallas. It was like in Texas.
We played this. Okay, here's story time, kids. Freebies. Here's a story for you. So we used to play this thing in Houston called the Westheimer Street Festival.
Okay.
And it was like a big, they shut down all these streets, and then there would be different stages. And we would play like this stage that like a church had there. And they did it as like an outreach. Well, the crazy thing, excuse me, I just burped. The crazy thing about this festival is like it was like a food and music festival, but it was always like kind of I don't want to say taken over, but it was like the flag was planted in it for like early 90s, like LGBTQ, whatever happens after that.
Perfect for the insiders.
And so like you'd be playing, well, here's what's crazy. Like you'd be playing and you'd be playing this stage that this church like put up, and like a woman would be like topless, like completely topless, walking by with like a dude like dressed as a gimp, and she would be like holding a leash. Or there'd be like just women walking around in thongs and like no tops, or like just pasties on their nipples.
I'm so sorry, Joe, that I had to endure that.
And then every year at Westheimer, there was a giant like drag queen convention. And so one year we got put in the same hotel as this drag queen convention. So we get there, our driver, his name was Trini. He didn't speak any English. He got taken to the hotel. While he was at the hotel, something happened and they switched his room. So we get to the hotel later. The entire hotel is thousands of drag queens. We go to Trini's room to get him because we had to leave. We go to get him.
They were like, you said, we're looking for Trini. And they were like, no, sir, that is not the term. They are called transvestites.
Yeah. Well, so we go to his room and we knock.
That is frowned upon.
Like, it's, like a drag queen, like answers the door. And we're like, is Trini here? And the guy like, hey, what's your name? And the guy's like, Carl. And he's like, nope, there's no Trini here.
Oh my
gosh. We're like, oh my gosh. So we go back to our rooms. This is the God's honest truth. There was like 10 stories to this hotel, maybe 20. So I don't know God's truth on how many stories, but there was a minimum of 10 stories. We started calling every room.
No, you did not.
So we had 3 rooms. Everybody took like 2 or 3 floors, and we just started calling room 101. Is Trini there? 102. Is Trini there? And we just went through, and finally we found him.
Are you kidding?
We got a hold of him.
How long did it take?
Hours. It took hours. And then we finally found him, and we're like, hey, we're heading out. We got to leave like early morning. Like, let's, we got to get out of here. And so we had to call all these rooms, talk to all these different people. It was crazy. We finally found him and then left at 2, 3 in the morning to the next show. But yeah, it was always Westheimer Street Festival in Houston, I believe. And
you're so lucky, dude.
It was this crazy alternative. So here I am,
would
like
have loved to play that.
18-year-old, like Christian guy, and like half naked women, like the boobies are just hanging out. Like I'd never been to a strip club, never nothing. And all of a sudden you're just like, oh my gosh, it was eye-opening. It was nuts. I don't know if they still do. Let me check if they still do the Westheimer Street Festival.
What's the place in Houston? The something Woods. There's like a Methodist church that we'd always play at.
In what's that?
It's in Houston, like north of Houston. Something Woods. Something.
I do not know.
Anyways.
Oh, so here we go. So the Westheimer Street Festival was a community street fair held biannually in Houston, Texas. It went from 1971 to 2004. The festival underwent name and management changes afterwards. By 2009, the street festival was absorbed into what is currently now known as the Free Press Summer Fest.
Free Press Summer Fest. That sounded cool.
No.
At all.
Let's
Bummer.
see. I'm trying to see here if there was recent history and controversy. Nope. There's nothing crazy that happened there, but
What was that place called? I mean, it's going to come back to me in the middle of the night.
we'll have it come back on the next show. Ladies and gents,
All right.
we've been going at this for way too long. You got to
true.
sign up. If anything, pay your $2. Get this month just to be able to listen to our paid that we just did with I'm gonna leak the bag. I'm gonna leak the cat out of the bag. Russell from Dogwood makes a special appearance on the show.
Yeah.
And you
We
gotta
normally-
hear it. Cause we ain't talking about Dogwood. We're talking about fires. He's a fireman now. And we're talking fires and those fires that are raging out in California. So make sure you pay your $2, at least just listen to that, and then cancel your $2, okay? Or continue paying us $2 a month.
Or pay $5 and we'll read your name.
Or 10, and then you can
Which-
come on the show and get interviewed. And you can say, you can tell us off. All the crap you hate about us, you could say to our faces.
Yeah. Just do it. It's easy.
Bye.
Wait, do we have to read the names of the people?
Oh, we do. We do.
Relationship manager? Ever had a relationship, Joe?
No.
You ever had relations with someone?
No.
Why is mine
No.
not coming up? Audience. We have an audience. Wow, that is small. Okay, paid members.
Active.
Active.
All right. I think I go first this week.
Why is it so small?
Oh, we have 99. 99 paid people. Our goal is to get it down to 0.
Okay. So alienate everyone.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it not going? Active, paid.
You go active and then you go to filters. Audience,
Oh,
active, filters, 5 and 10.
5 and 10.
And then get it in alphabetical order, starting with timeout. I'm CB Duper. Time in. ALX. Amy Pootermobile Landers. Andy Myers. Anna rhymes with manna. Blessings from heaven. Ooh, Anthony Cortez. Ben Dover. Benjamin Lewis. Bill Shannon. I hope your new job is going well. Bodie McBoatface, one of the best stories of all time. Read about Bodie McBoatface. Broken Strings. Brian. Bryce Turner. Buddy Van Steen and his chop shop on the West Coast. Carly Jane, call me maybe Cisco. Chad has a hog. Chris, not the amateur pros. Chris. I gotta read this.
Yeah, you do. This
Chris-
is your idea, by the way.
Chris Connie Lingus Norman.
Good job,
Chris
sir.
Connie Lingus Norman. Christian Skabanthuk. Christian Skabanthuk. Christy Hale. Craig, we killed Dean and
Skabanthuk.
hid the body Phillips. Craven. Oh, Lord. Craven Moorhead. Dan Stemple. Daryl. Dave. David. How many Davids subscribe to this podcast? Lodi. David Love. David Rourke. David Vossel. So the answer to that is 5. Derek Bond. Derek Sigmund, don't call me Freud. Dick Anabaz. Dick and Boz.
Dick and Boss.
Dick and Boz. Doug Forsett. Forsett, I hardly knew it. Eli Salazar. Amy Lefleur. Emily
Emery.
Thomas. $5 is beginning to seem like a lot. Frank the Tank. Heather Ford. I found a moon rock in my nose, Missy.
Yes.
I'd rather not say. Jared Cramblett, Jason Paulo, Jenny Blake, Jeremy Thomas, Joe Curtis, Jordan Hellman, Josh Fennell, Josh Post, and Katie Nickeltron. Katie Bot Nickeltron.
All right, guys. We have lost the third page, so there's only 2 pages. It's easy for Joe and I. Thank you for making it easier. And our goal is to alienate you all.
Yep.
Ken Kazapla, Kevin Duff, Kevin Ness, Kevin Porter, Kristen way shorter than Shaq Diesel, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. I'm glad they're paying you well in prison. Laurel Samuelson, Mandy Mo Mandarin Orange Punk Rock Prof, Mark Dyke, Martin Anus. Is it real? It says real last name. I feel like it is. Matt Douglas, Matt Egelhoff, Matt Morton, Matthew Snyder, Mike Shields, Munchma Coochie.
Oh, Lord.
Nate Phillips, Nick Butterfield, Nick Frazier, Nick Gaplease. Nick Gaplease. Am I saying it right?
Please.
Nick.
Nick.
Oh my
Gaplease.
gosh, dude. Come on. No. N-word, please. Get it, Joe?
Oh, boy.
Come on, dude. Nick Reyes, Nicole Bauer, Noel Duboulay, Paul Peterson. Pete, please say my name like Andy Myers Hutchinson. Pete Hutchinson.
Pete Hutchinson.
Oh, good job. Peter Piper picks peck off pickled peppers. Phil. Pickleman Tom Hageman. Reed Young. Rob Phelps. Robert, I am not creepy Snyder. Ron Mexico. That's new.
Mexico. Who's that? Michael Vick?
It's Jared Fries. Shardy McFly. Perfect. Shauna Melton Walker. Silent Steve. Sonny Johnston. That's a made up
Loser.
name.
What a
Steven
friggin' loser.
Seaberg. Stephen Morrow. Suck it, squids.
Got that right. Got that right.
Super Dave. Taint Sauce.
Mm.
That's
The
Daniel Rock. Tim Payne. Tim Premio. Todd Grassman. Quanto. Tyler McDonald. Tyson Stegall. Whoa, I can't pronounce this. You want to have a try?
Mm.
Zachary Faircloth. And that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our name level Patreon supporters. Feel free to click on that and support us if you would like. If not, at least give us a couple of stars and maybe say something about us. Say something nice about us, maybe. But that's it, man. Hope you guys enjoy wherever you're going. The gym, sitting at home doing dishes, listening to this, driving to work. Have a good one.
In a Cinnabon or soup while you're driving. Did you add that in?
You just did.
Okay, piece of pizza.